What's up, guys? Welcome to Club and Country. I'm Susanna Collins alongside my dude, Kalen Carr. We are here in Seattle, and huge news in the soccer world today. Jurgen Klinsmann out as head coach of the U.S. men's national team, also technical director. And we had a chance to catch up with Jermaine Jones to get his reaction on the big news.
Me and Jurgen, we got a good relationship. You know? Like, end of the day, he puts a team together and we have to play. And if you see the two results in the last games, we on the field have to say we did everything. No, we didn't. But I think for us is now the focus to be concentrated on that qualifying and to come out of that group and make sure that America goes to Russia.
All right, so Kalen, we just heard from Jermaine. What are your thoughts on Jurgen Klinsmann getting the outs?
Well, I think a lot of people will talk about his performance over the years, coming in since 2011. And that's context for sure. But for me, you only have to look at the last two games to see why things weren't working.
Yeah.
You know, we were in Columbus at that game, and the team looked disjointed. It's hard enough to go into a game as a player and go against a team like Mexico. It's another thing when you feel like there's other obstacles. You don't know what the guy next to you is doing.
Right.
You don't know what your role is on the field. And that 30 minutes left them in a hole going into the match that they couldn't recover from. And then from there, you start to lose a little bit of trust. You go down to Costa Rica, which was just a nightmare. The guys seemed to, it looked from all accounts that they had given up and definitely weren't fighting for their coach's job by any means. So you feel some of that where maybe there's responsibility as a player. It never feels good having your manager fired.
Sure.
But I think it was the right time for a change.
So now, moving ahead, Grant Wall of Sports Illustrated has basically said that Bruce Arena is the next guy. He tweeted that out, saying an announcement could come as soon as Tuesday. We had a chance to catch up with Rapids head coach Pablo Mastroeni, who also has experience playing under Bruce Arena, to get his take on that potential hire.
You know, I think Bruce has a long history with the U.S. national team. He understands how the process goes in qualifying. And so I think, you know, he'd bring a bit of experience to that position. Bit of confidence, having been there before. You know, he'd be a great prospect for that position.
All right, so Kalen, your thoughts on Bruce Arena potentially taking over?
Well, if it is true, I think it's a great move. I think Bruce is a guy that's going to immediately walk into a locker room and command respect, knows the player pool coming in, and of course has experience qualifying for the World Cup. He's been through the hex, he knows what that's like, and he simplifies the game for guys. He's a guy you want to play for. And I think it might come at a good time for him as well. You know, club football is pretty demanding. Not saying the national team isn't going to be, a lot of pressure, but I think it might be the right time and the right move for him and USF.
Well, we will be keeping tabs on the story on MLSsoccer.com. Stay tuned right here for all your U.S. men's national team updates. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.